go again. 3, 2, 1. Guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be working on my 2005 Toyota Celica GTS 2ZZ motor, 6-speed, 175,000 miles is a lot. I got, I think, with like 160 something, like 167, and then drove it across the country. Now we're at 175. That being said, I already did an oil change on it. We already did the brakes, the rotors, the coilovers, all that stuff. What we're going to do is put a short ram intake. A hot air intake, short ram, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people run cold air, or a lot of people run just stock. We're just gonna do a short ram. Why are we gonna do a short ram? I just want a temporary fix instead of the stock one. I want more power, I want more noise on induction, and so we're gonna put one of these on today. I also want it to be aesthetic. So I have a black, wrinkle black one from my website. If you want to pick one up, you can get one. Short ram, super simple install. It does give more horsepower. I have a dyno video of this. It gives about 5 to 6 more wheel horsepower, which is different. If you do it with an exhaust, you're gonna pick up 10 wheel horsepower, which is a lot. So I do have an exhaust coming too. I have an affordable exhaust that I can't wait to do. But today we're just gonna show you guys how to do a short ram intake instead of the long cold air ram, cold air intake. Why? I might switch over to the cold air when I do the supercharger, but I just needed an intake for right now as I'm driving the car. So let's open up the bonnet, open up the hood, and install this. I bought this car is nearly 100% stock besides the wheels, but everything else is original. The suspension was original, everything was original. That being said, here is the stock airbox. They're all the same on every year. They're just all the same. It's just the same box, they never changed it. I do have these beautiful ANZO, A-N-Z-O, oh, I love those headlights. Okay, so first things first, you can come right in. This is called a mass airflow sensor. Here's your connector. Here's this ugly old clamp for the box. And then here's where it connects into the throttle body. We are gonna be using a couple of the original things. The easiest thing that I do right when I first start is I come here, push down and wiggle this. Well, I guess it's gonna pull out right there, just like that. It's usually push down and pull out. That'll come out. Now we have access. This is just breather for the ECU. We have access here now, and we can pull this out. Okay, if we look in here, there's gonna be a 10mm or a Phillips head, a 10mm or a Phillips head, and then the box. Next thing I like to do is pop this right here. This is gonna be the box with the filter inside of it. I think there's 4 clamps. They're all finger. I'm just using my hand. Let's look down here. There's one more right here. Let me set you guys, I think that's it. Let me set you guys down real quick. It is down there, but what we're gonna do is, it's really hard to actually get a light. We're gonna do a 10mm here and the 10mm. So we're gonna just loosen these clamps up, just like that. Let's see if I can wiggle that one off real quick. And we're gonna set this one back here. There's a vacuum line. You can probably just get the vacuum line out of the way. Lefty-loosey. Okay. Again, that should come right off. Now this should be able to wiggle this ugly clamp intake hose off. It's so ugly, I can't stand it. Obviously the top is off, so this is that little finger thumb. It's on the back side right there. 10mm here, 10mm there. I wiggle it off, and then it just comes on off. Now you have, look at all that much more room you have for activities. It's very cumbersome. Here's the filter. It was in pretty decent condition. Now we don't want all this. This is the same thing that is how it's connected via the one OEM box, but also with the cold air intake. It's all the same setup. You are gonna wanna remove this plastic because there's a bolt underneath here. and then you're gonna wanna remove this. This one is just a push right here on the side. You push it towards the middle of it and it slides up. Now there's another 10 millimeter right there. I'm gonna grab a light. Obviously 10 and obviously 10 right here. Man, that is icky right there. And then this box should come up. Those are just the two things. And this is the OEM box. This is called a flapper right here. Kind of funny. Okay, let's do the 10. Both 10s are up and out. Okay, here we go. Is there a third? I can't remember. I don't know. Is there a third? No, there's not. Okay. So on the back side of this, you're gonna have some evap emission stuff. You're gonna want to disconnect that and by just pulling it off. I always remove these. I thought that looks like a top of a blow-off valve. It's not. That'd be sick if it was. You don't need this. This is just evap garbage for a 1ZZ motor that's slow anyways. This is slow. It's stupid. It's dumb emission stuff. This isn't even a V8. They shouldn't have any of this in here. It's just dumb for emissions. I hate it. Okay, so here's a little bit complicated where you guys are like, oh, this is complicated and I don't understand how this goes. So these two wires went into the little pumper thing, the flap. This one and this one, that's what controlled the flap. And then this one right here is a vacuum line that just goes into the top of the hat up here, right here. That hat up there. So technically all this stuff, those are the two clips right there. I actually need to snap one off, but whatever. All those things, all this stuff, is to be honest is just useless. So what I like to do, since this is a vacuum line right here, this is where you'd actually run boost, and boost is actually connected to this solenoid right here, the evap solenoid. You're gonna remove this one right here, remove this one and just connect it to that right here. So remove this, just connect it to that, and then these two you just reconnect them to themselves. So I'll show you how I set it up. Turbo GTS, this was so nice. I did such a good job. It was so clean. It was so clean. Okay, vacuum line right here. Again, this line also is gonna go into this thing right here, which is gonna be deleted. So to technically be honest, this right here, this line will just go into that line, it'll just be deleted. We'll do that on another video. Here's how I did it. This line, which here is going into the vacuum line of the intake manifold. That one goes back into the lower half. These two just circle each other. So I just cut it and made it clean and aesthetic. Just, you can zip tie it hidden underneath there. Here is the plunger. Actually, it's what that is called. We're gonna remove this line. This line actually goes in to there's a line over here, this breather line, and it'll actually can go into this, which is the new intake. Here's the new intake. Look how aesthetic that looks. 1000% better. That's a thumbnail. Hello, thumbnail right there. And so we're gonna just connect this. This is gonna take you 5 seconds. This is super, super simple, super easy, way more aesthetic, way clean. I'm gonna spray some lubricant down here because it's all dirty and clean all this up. Looks good. I love that it's not there. It's so much better in my opinion. It's so more aesthetic with nothing there, I think. And then the intake is gonna look good. You gotta take the mass airflow sensor out. It's right here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna spray it down with this CRC mass airflow sensor cleaner. It gives your car more horsepower, proven. It's literally, it really does work. Clean that off, especially if you have 170,000 miles. I think I already did this when I got the car and it made a big difference. We're gonna throw a little bit of this throttle cleaner. We'll clean out the throttle just a little bit in there, get some gunk going. And then all you gotta do is just set the old mass airflow sensor into the new slot right here. And it's just plug and play, 2 Phillips head. It even comes with little Phillips heads. Couple things. 1, it does fit, but 2, I did install a GT. There is a difference. The GT has a bend in it because the 1ZZ is a smaller motor. This is a GT, not a GTS, and I had the wrong pipe. I forgot I had 2 sets. I didn't read the box before I opened it. Anyways, that being said, I just hacked into it with a hacksaw. I'll explain why. This right here, you can see it's kind of going, instead of straight, it's kind of going at an angle. This on the 1ZZ actually goes down a little bit, so I deleted that. I actually just cut that off. It still should have enough room for the MAF and the intake. We'll see if it runs funky. It does look really, really good. So what we did was we tightened. There is a 7mm on this and another 7mm here. We put the 2 Phillips heads back into the mass airflow sensor. I lubricated some of the plastics. Reinstalled the plastic ECU breather. Then we reconnected it's just an evap line, this evap line, and I reconnected. I already showed you guys how I did that. Okay, right there into the intake manifold. Then I plunged the little plunger. See the little plunger? The lower part goes into, this is I think the evap where it goes into the gas tank, and then it allows you to relieve pressure from the gas. And then the other one goes into the lower part of the intake, which is right there. You technically could just go, that one right there, into the atmosphere, and you could block that. But it should be good to go. Let's do a solid right now and start the car and see if everything's good. And it's all connected, so throw a check engine light, and then we'll go hit some VVTLI. Okay, let's see how it sounds when we start it. Again, short ram intake, easy install. The reason with the not fired up right away is because I cleaned the mass airflow sensor. There's probably some still residue. I also cleaned the throttle body, so it was probably damp when it sucked it in. So give it a little second, we'll let it warm up for a little bit, give it a couple pumps, you guys can hear the induction noise, and then we'll go for a drive. Okay, this is the intake, let's hear some noises. So it sounds way better. It actually sounds healthier. The car sounds really healthy, really good. I can't wait to rip out that air injection, and I can't wait to supercharge it. So those are two things. Easy install. I recommend this significantly over the OEM box. I don't know what the rules are in California, but I would just get rid of the box. All the other 50 states and then all the other places of the world, definitely just go for a short ram or for the cold air. The short rams are really easy install. Make sure you buy, if you swing by my website, I'll have a GTS, not a GT, but the GTS one. And then I will have a GT one. So if you're gonna get one of these, make sure you get the right one. Otherwise, it will fit, but you're gonna have to cut it like I did. You don't wanna do that. The other ones are direct fit. So this one's kind of slanted, but it's a good fit. It looks awesome. I love the black. I think that looks amazing. I like the black intake. I think that looks good too. You can also do, I do have the K&N one. K&N's a really, really good brand. Everyone likes that. But this is a nice, simple, easy plug and play, besides getting the wrong size. Let's go for a drive and see if it's more peppy. Don't forget that I did do the new coilovers. I absolutely love these. Softer or harder is so cool. But I still have it clunking in the rear. I haven't fixed the clunk in the rear. So I need to fix the clunk in the rear, and then I need an exhaust. So those are the two next things. I also need a dome from my website. A dome light, we'll do a video for that. I also need, because that's incandescent and I like that, we also need some side markers. The brakes and rotors turned out amazing. The wheels turned out amazing. Need the front lip. Headlights are good. Everything else is looking pretty good. Gonna have an MWR, let's say MWR supercharger right there. That'll look good too. Okay, the 2ZZ is finally fully warmed up. I've been driving around a little bit. Perfect. This car is absolutely amazing and feels so good. I love it so much. I've always liked the Celica. Here's one of the issues that I'm having currently is I just forget I gotta fix that clunky coilover. As soon as I fix the clunky coilover, we'll be in a better spot. All right, here's a new 0 to 60. It's significantly quicker with a intake. The 2ZZ needs more air. It always works better with more air, more boost, everything. With forced induction or just where it can breathe more, the 2ZZs always really open up. So I'm actually just kind of go for it. So let's see, I'll kind of, I don't know if I want to launch it. We'll roll into it. So we're gonna roll into it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna 3, 2, 1, go. That's really fast. Do you see how quick that was? That's pretty quick. Okay, let's launch it. We're gonna launch it through the tunnel. All right, ready? Here we go with this. That, 2 ZZs. 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 2 That was so fun. These are brand new tires, and they spun brand new tires. Literally brand new tires. It smells good. Oh wow, that was so fun. So overall, I'm quite happy with this intake. I'm just telling you, the 2ZZs, like even on my Lotus, on all of them, I have a ton of them. If you put a little bit of boost, like a little bit of forced induction, or just where you can allow it to breathe, they're actually really peppy 1.8 liters. They're actually really quick. It's it's kind of dark in here. It's a big difference. So definitely recommend opening it. Let's do one more highway pull, get some gas, and then wrap up this video. Absolutely recommend. I mean, more power, baby. More power. That's what we're here for. Here's a long pull right into third, all the way up. Here we go. Overall, I'm super happy with how far I've come already in this build. I love the Toyota Celica. Honestly, it's like just, it's as good, it's better or as good as an FRS or BRZ as your first car. You should all own one of these. If you can find one, you should get one. They're poor, sadly, but they're a dying breed. I think it's just an amazing build. I'm super happy with it. I've just started. Obviously the coilovers look fantastic. The wheels look absolutely beautiful. The brakes, come on, look how good I did with those brakes. And then of course now we have the short ram intake. We need an exhaust. It makes significantly more power. It's a big improvement. I'm not kidding you. They love intakes. The 2ZZ absolutely loves an intake. So let me put the hood up real quick. Yeah, I mean, you can see in the video the car is significantly quicker. It picks up quicker. It's a big deal. It's so bottlenecked in that other thing. This with the OEM one. This one it allows so much more air to go straight into the engine. Everything works good on it. It starts right up. You know, with the earlier video, it's because I soaked the throttle body and the mass airflow sensor. But I'm telling you, it starts right up. Makes a lot more power. If you don't have one of these, you need an intake. You should do either a short ram like this one or do the cold air. It is like the go-to. The cool thing about the short ram is it gets rid of kind of the lag in the middle of the NA. Like the 3000 to 5000, this helps get rid of that with a more pep. But towards the top end, it's not as quick as the cold air coming in through here. Because it is bottlenecked and it's only getting this hot air in here. It's actually not getting the cold air out there. So with the cold air intake, it does feel like it streams up top more. They do feel that way. They feel like RSX. These are usually faster than an FRS or BRZ, just to let you know. They are a lot faster, I think. Well, I don't think I have videos of that. But that being said, the thing that I like about this more is it makes it so peppy. So I love it because I get to enjoy the car more immediately, and I wish I would have like driven across country with this. It picks up so much quicker. It feels so much faster. It's more peppy. It doesn't feel like it bogs. The factory one always feels like it bogs a little bit. So I'm really happy with it. Amazing. Just topped it off with gas. I already got a bunch of comments saying, Mitch, where's the front lip? Come on, give me a second. I'll get the front lip. We'll get that going. I got to get it painted in too. I might get the whole front bumper painted. We'll see what we're gonna do with that. I'm also trying to get a TRD OEM bumper. I kind of want that too. But I absolutely love this car. Great find. One of the favorite things too are these coilovers. They're so awesome with the harder and the softer. I'm gonna actually go a little bit harder right now. Let's see how many clicks you can go. So, oh boy, that's quite a bit. So we'll go all the way to the right, and then do, I don't know, we'll have it like right there, about 3 clicks. We'll do the same on this one. Let's see, all the way to the left, and then about 3 clicks like that. And so it'll be a little bit harder of a ride. I did want it a little bit stiffer, but man, absolutely love this car. This is a 10 out of 10. Make sure to swing by MITSUBISHI.com, check out all my merch, check out everything I have on there. This is an awesome build already. Look at this car. I love it. Again, it came from North Carolina, drove it all the way over. I'm in Washington, so pretty big deal, but I'm loving it. Definitely needs a supercharger. I need to fix the driver's seat. The stereo is a 10 out of 10. Absolutely recommend. Needs an LED up there. I'll put one of those on soon, but yeah, I love it. I think I did good with this. I think everything I did on this car is turned out really good so far. So make sure to like, subscribe, swing by mercer.com. We'll be back with more of this. I have like 15 parts for my Lotus EXIGE. I don't know if you guys know that, but I got an actual race car, not one of these, but you know, this is a race car. I like this car. But I do have a Lotus EXIGE and I got a lot of parts that I need to put on there. So like, subscribe, swing by mercer.com. See you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed it.